Working long journeys under the sun in temperatures between 25 and 40 degrees used to be normal in the antiquity. Working days used to have very few commodities and short deadlines to deliver the work. Also, the bosses didn't care about the welfare of the workers. But we are not talking about the antiquity and the constructions of the pyramids. We are talking about nowadays and how many workers in many countries work under inhuman working conditions. Additionally, powerful companies want this to happen so they can have lower costs. We are living in the year 2015. Supposedly, we live in a year full of human rights like equality, dignity, and prosperity, among other rights. Also, proper working conditions are considered to be rights for the employees in factories around the world. In some countries that are more influenced by the French Revolution and the consequences that changed the world with it, they emphasized the labor rights and labor conditions due to the human right awareness. Most of these countries are Western countries. In some others, they don't have the concern of giving the workers the right conditions, so they don't have a good work environment, and many times this situation worsens their productivity due to the poor labor conditions. Qatar wasn't very recognized until the FIFA chose it to be the host of the World Cup in the year of 2022. But this decision brings problem even to the FIFA because they do not know if the stadiums will and all the facilities will be ready in a specific date, without mentioning the consequences that this will bring to the workers.
The first World Cup was celebrated in Uruguay in 1930. Since then, the FIFA, the maximum football authority, choose a country every 4 years to be the host of the World Cup. Each time the World Cup has become more important and influenced more people around the world. As time passes by, the host countries are concerned to make the stadiums bigger and more modern, have better infrastructures to receive more tourists. Because of that, the constructions have more importance and affects all the citizens' lives and countries' economies. The state of Qatar is located in the Southwest Asia, with an estimated population of 2 million of people. From that estimation, just the 13% of them are people born in Qatar. The rest of the population are expatriated citizens from Asia and Africa, which go to Qatar hoping to get new lives. It is a peninsula that its unique country borders are the Persian Gulf and Saudi Arabia, but geographically talking, it has a strategic location for politics and economics. With an area of 11,586 square kilometers, is the number 116 country in comparison to the world. Qatar is a member of the OPEC due to their excellent performance in the oil and gas industry. It is considered by the World Bank a high-income economy and the world's richest country per capita. Instead of that, the unemployment rates in 2013 were less than the 0.1%. This is the night view of Doha, the capital of Qatar, with the smashing and unique buildings that call the attention of all the tourists and make them think that they are in the future. They have built all those structures in records of time, but the way that they treat the workers is famous for not being the best one. This terrible treat to the workers can be considered as a type of slavery, because they are forced to do anything that the boss ordered. They can be beaten and insulted, and nobody can say nothing. In addition of that, it's allowed to deny that the workers change their jobs, and to prohibit them to leave the country.
As it was already said, Qatar is now the place that was chosen by FIFA in order to play the World Cup 2022. Because of this, many issues, discussions, and problems started to emerge. One of these problems is the weather. Qatar has a pretty heavy weather that will be dangerous for players, spectators, and workers. It's dangerous for everybody. The weather condition that Qatar has can kill football players. It is denominated as a subtropical dry hot desert climate and is not recommendable to practice sports that require high physical capacity to accomplish it. Also, it will be pretty hard for the people who build the stadiums. It will be dangerous too for people who assist to the stadiums because sun and heat can kill people. On the other hand, there is another problem with Qatar. There could be an issue with all the different cultures in there. Qatar is a cultural country and they are very radical in the way they think and act. As the World Cup is one of the most important events in the world, everybody will attend there and that can cause a big issue, a culture shock. Another problem will be the inflation that the World Cup brings with. As it is an important event, everybody, I mean tourists, will go there and native people will sell and do commerce, raising the prices as high as they can. This will generate inflation and is not good for any country. The last reason that we give in order to avoid doing the World Cup in Qatar is that the workers will be treated as animals and slaves. This is because they have to work extra hours, they will have a limit time, they will work in not human conditions, and others. Because of this, people will die in order to give the world the best show ever. There are many solutions for these problems and issues. The World Cup can be changed to any other part in the world where stadiums are already done, where workers will not die, where climate conditions will be good, and where economical, social, and political aspects are well controlled. As a group, we propose to change the host of the World Cup to South Korea or the United States because both countries have already celebrated a World Cup and already have the necessary infrastructures to do it. Also, we think that FIFA should be more careful in order to select hosts in the future occasions.